Time now for sports on 104.7 The Cave. Here's Ned Reynolds.
Mike, the intern, Ned Reynolds, in the studio. Thursday morning, last night, the Missouri State Bears had a tough challenge in the top seed, and wouldn't you know it, grabbed the dub.
They did indeed, and did it very convincingly. The Bears have really developed a hot touch down in Alabama, down in Huntsville. They're hitting everything in sight. Hit 56% of their shots from the field, mostly because Michael Osei-Bonsu, the center, was 14 for 16 underneath. That means he attempted 16 goals, made 14 of them. That's unconscionable. What are you doing? Where's the defense? Well, I don't know what Liberty was doing on the bench or what their coach was thinking, but he single-team guarded Osei-Bonsu the entire game. Never tried to double-team him at all. Well, Michael Osei-Bonsu is 6'4". That's very small for a center, but he's also 280 pounds, and he is a bull underneath and very tough to stop one-on-one. And Liberty couldn't stop him. 31 points for Michael Osei-Bonsu in the 77-69 win for the Bears, who move on to the semifinals, and they will play, and I'm looking at the brackets right, they play tomorrow morning down in Huntsville, Alabama, and it's the winner of tonight's game between Louisiana Tech and Middle Tennessee State. This is very good. The Bears are playing well, they're getting hot at the right time, and who knows, they could come from 9th seed and win the thing and get in the NCAA for the first time since 1999.
Man.
That's a long time.
Let's not start counting our chickens just yet, but I'll tell you one thing I can tell you is I guess I'll see you at the bar tomorrow around 11:30, right?
In the morning?
Yeah.
No way.
I mean, that's when the game starts. Come on, buddy. What the hell? We'll make it through the day together. What about the Tigers? SEC starts this week, right?
They start a little bit later on this morning. They're playing at 11:30, and they're playing down at the Bridgestone Arena in Nashville. This is where the Nashville Predators play their hockey, and it's a very, very nice setting. This is where they always have the Southeastern Conference tournament. And I say always, it's been there for the last several years. Anyway, Missouri plays at 11:30 this morning. They'll play Kentucky, and Kentucky got there by beating LSU. Missouri got there because that's where they were assigned. They had a day off, couple days off, and Kentucky did not. Kentucky's not very good this year. But Missouri has a chance. Mizzou will be favored going into this one tonight, or actually this morning at 11:30. That's when they'll tip it off, 11:30 in Nashville. Missouri versus Kentucky. This is the Southeastern Conference Tournament.
The Players' Championships this weekend, right?
This is a big one. The players regard this as what they call the fifth major. Now, the major tournaments on the golf tour are, of course, the Masters, the PGA, the U.S. Open, and the British Open. They are the four key tournaments. Well, the players also regard this one, the TPC, as the fifth one. The purse is $25 million. That means the winner, whomever that might be, and last year, of course, it was Scheffler, will pocket somewhere in the neighborhood of $4.5 million, somewhere in that vicinity. So all the big names are there. Rory McIlroy may or may not play. He has a back injury, and he's going to decide, take a few practice swings out on the course and see if his back is loosened up any, and then maybe or maybe not will play. Anyway, that's the big tournament going on this weekend, and it is a big one, and the Masters is not too very far off.
I just want the world to know, and more specifically thank my guy from Kansas City, Vinny Pasquantino, getting that big home run yesterday, helping out Team USA and his team, Italy, get the dub against Mexico, so we're still alive, right?
And then Pasquantino sarcastically sent a note to the USA team and said, you're welcome.
Hell yeah, he did.
If Italy beat Mexico, which they did, then the Americans get into the tournament. But that one loss to the Italian team by the USA team, 8-6, big surprise. I don't know why it's such a big surprise. The Italian team's pretty doggone good. First of all, this is how loose the rules are for this World Baseball Classic. On the Italian team, none of those players lives in Italy. They're all United States citizens, United States players in Major League Baseball. Pasquantino of the Royals, 3 home runs. Jack Caglione, he had a couple the night before. Aaron Nola of the Philadelphia Phillies, their ace right-hander. Oh, come on, what is this? And they're playing for Team Italy. They would have played for the USA had they been invited, but the USA head coach and manager, Mark DeRosa, who also happens to be of Italian descent, he said, nah, we've got our guys right here. Anyway, the bottom line is the USA is in, and they will play Canada tomorrow night down in Houston, down where the Astros play. And Daikin Park is what it's called. And that will be the quarterfinal round of the World Baseball Classic. USA, pretty lucky to be there, but hey, they are there, and that's what counts.
And getting help one way or another, but that makes me feel good about the regular season of baseball and my Royals this year, that's for sure.
Hey, they're a good team.
I know they are. When Lady Bears, we talked about the dudes, let's talk about the ladies. They've got their league tournament coming up.
They're all playing together in Huntsville, Alabama, but the way Conference USA has decided, the men are going to play on one day and the ladies on another day. They're going to keep them separate, and the championship rounds will be separate, too, on separate days. Lady Bears play this afternoon. This will be their first game. They're going to play Middle Tennessee State. Sound familiar? Of course, that's who the Lady Bears played last weekend, Middle Tennessee State. This happens when you have a conference tournament. The Lady Bears lost to Middle Tennessee State down in Murfreesboro by 11. Well, that's who they will play again at 2 o'clock this afternoon down in Huntsville, Alabama. The winner goes on to the quarterfinals there. So we wish the Lady Bears just a whole lot of good luck.
Before the kids go to spring break, they got their basketball championships to settle. And who got the hardware yesterday?
Well, unfortunately, neither of the Southwest Missouri teams in our listening area won. Skyline from up in the Buffalo area, Urbana, Missouri, fell to Principia on 69-46. This is girls, incidentally. This is girls competition. And Marionville, which I thought had a pretty good team, got belted hard by Tipton, 63-32. So those teams, Marionville and Skyline, will play for third place a little bit later on today. And then the competition, this is 1, 2, and 3, classes 1, 2, and 3 going for their state championships. They will be decided this weekend.
Have a great Thursday, and I will see you tomorrow.